What's going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something new. We are going to be jumping into this week's Odyssey event. I know you guys may know that every Thursday I go through and I beat the Odyssey event during a live stream. But for those of you who can't catch the live stream or just tuning into the channel and stuff like that, I think every Friday I'm going to start up and I'm going to beat every single map in a separate video. That way, if you guys are just struggling with certain maps, you guys don't need to watch the entire thing. So that being said, please feel free to let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and if you guys would like to see more of these, or if you guys are just fine with the live streams. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Odyssey event. Alright guys, so as you guys know, this week's Odyssey event is called Bad to the Bone. Now, of course, for this Odyssey event, I almost forgot, I will have my monkey knowledge turned off, and I will be using Quincy as my hero, because Quincy is an absolute beast, and he's a hero that everybody has unlocked. So this is going to be my setup for this week's Odyssey event, Bad to the Bone. We're going to have 4 bomb shooters, 2 monkey subs, 2 alchemists, 1 monkey village, ninjas, 2 boomers, and 2 monkey aces as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the first map. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be starting off with is we're going to be starting off with Quincy. Now, if you guys have played this Odyssey event so far, and you guys have an idea of what this Odyssey event entails, of course there are custom rounds, and the entire thing is half cash mode. So the half cash mode really isn't the hard part, because of course all of the maps are relatively easy, opposed to Adora's Temple, which is a little bit on the more tougher side. But what really makes this map a challenge is they add tougher balloons at lower rounds. So an example of this, on round 45 we're going to get our first BFB. On round I think 70 or 65 we're going to get a ZOMG, and then it might be 70 where we get the reinforced ZOMG. But guys, this Odyssey event is no joke. So for this event, you really need to know what towers work best against certain balloons, especially because when we start getting into the later maps, we're going to be dealing with a bad balloon. So this Odyssey event is a little bit more on the tougher side, but don't worry guys, I have a strat that's just going to end up carrying us through the entire thing. So there we go. Now that we have our Quincy, the next thing that we're going to be going for is we're going to be going for a ninja. So with this ninja, we're going to be upgrading him to a ninja discipline as soon as we can afford to do so. So as soon as we can afford to buy our ninja discipline, we're going to go ahead and buy it. Alright, so while we're saving up the money to go ahead and upgrade our ninja monkey, of course, I say it every single time, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. The amount of peeperinos that we've gotten over the past month and a half has been absolutely insane. It's hard to believe that at the 1st of January, we were at 4,500 subscribers, and right now we're at like 8,900. So again, guys, thank you so much for the support, and I feel like I cannot say it enough. Alright guys, now that we're doing this, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a fast forward bit. The only thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading our ninja monkey to sharp shurikens. Then we're going to be upgrading him to seeking shurikens, and then double shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward. I'll see you guys here in just a couple of seconds. Alright guys, now we are in round 23, and as you guys can see, we have our ninja monkey upgrade to double shot with seeking shurikens. Now the next thing that we instantly need to go for is we need to go for an alchemist, because I didn't choose to go with a sniper because I feel like a sniper is kind of pointless when we're dealing with this map, because he's not really going to be very effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab an alchemist, and we're going to place him down here right below our ninja and our Quincy, and we're just going to switch his targeting over to targeting strong, and we're just going to leave him like that. We're not going to upgrade him yet. We're not going to do anything like that, because we really don't need to do anything to that effect, because we're not going to be dealing with any camo leads, and our alchemist has more than enough popping power in order to deal with these couple of lead rounds that we're going to be dealing with from round 23 until round 40. So now that we have our alchemist down, the next thing that we're going to be going with is we're going to be going with a monkey ace. So with this monkey ace, we're going to go ahead and switch him over to figure 8, and then we're going to be upgrading him all the way to a 203. So what that means is we're going to upgrade him to never miss first, and then once we get never miss, we're going to go ahead and upgrade to rapid fire, and then we're going to upgrade him to the next upgrade. I'm not sure what, or I think it's lots more darts. There we go, perfect. So again, guys, there's nothing else that we really need to do, so I'm going to fast forward again up until the point we have our monkey ace upgraded to a 203. I'll bring you guys back as soon as we can afford to do so. Alright guys, here we are on round 40, and for round 40 we're going to activate Quincy's rapid fire because we want that little bit of added popping power in order to deal with the Moab balloon on round 40. There we go. So as you guys can see, we have our monkey ace upgrade to lots more darts and never miss. My apologies for that last minute thing. I kind of lost track of what round I was on, but again, we just need to make sure that we activate Quincy's rapid fire on round 40, and you guys will easily be able to deal with the Moab balloon. So now that we have all of this, the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to be upgrading our alchemist all the way to stronger stimulant. Now we need to have a stronger stimulant before round 45 because on round 45 we're going to be dealing with a BFB. So in order to do this, we may end up having to sell our ninja monkey, and I know guys, it is like it's taboo to sell in half cash mode, but we do need that little bit of added popping power that the stronger stim gives us. So in order to make sure that we're able to deal with the BFB balloon on round 45, we're going to go ahead and sell our ninja monkey probably at the start of round 45. That way we can buy stronger stim. So now that we have a stronger stim, we have quite a bit of popping power in order to deal with the BFB balloon. Now another thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating Quincy's rapid fire as soon as we can to go ahead and do a little bit more damage, and we should be able to finish off all of the balloons that came out of the BFB. And guys, believe me, I have tried, but unless you guys upgrade the alchemist to stronger stim, your composition will not be able to deal with the BFB. Alright, so now the next thing that we need to do is we need to give our monkey ace the ability to see camo balloons, because as you guys may notice, we're kind of lacking when it comes to camo popping power, since our Quincy is the only tower on our field that can actually deal with camo balloons. So it shouldn't take us too long to be able to afford our radar scanner. So again guys, as soon as we can afford to do so, we're going to go ahead and do that. So now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be upgrading our monkey village all the way up to a tier 4 primary mentoring, and along the way we will be activating our Quincy's rapid fire every time we see a BFB, because of course we want to make sure that we don't struggle with dealing with any of the BFB balloons. And remember guys, we're going to be upgrading our monkey village all the way to a tier 4. And of course, because our monkey ace and we just upgraded our monkey village to jungle drums, our monkey ace and our Quincy both have a little bit more popping power. So let's just double check here. Our Quincy is being affected by the monkey village, and so is our monkey ace. Now that we have our primary mentoring, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be going for a bomb shooter. So where we want to place this bomb shooter is as far to the left on this little platform as we can get him. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade the bomb shooter all the way up to recursive cluster. Now I think we're going to have a little bit of a tough round coming up here in just a second, but we should be able to afford the recursive cluster and the heavy bombs before we see the first reinforced BFB. Because like I said guys, these are all custom rounds. So when it comes to dealing with custom rounds and stuff like that, we are going to have a couple of more challenging rounds. As you guys can see, we have a reinforced BFB here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's rapid fire every time we get it off of cooldown, just because the reinforced BFB is a little bit of a beefy Moab balloon to deal with. So we can almost afford to buy our recursive cluster. There we go. Awesome. Now we're going to go ahead and upgrade to heavy bombs as soon as we can afford to do so. So one thing I noticed that I messed up just a little bit is I messed up the placement of my monkey village, because ideally I would be able to place a boomerang monkey right here, but we'll just have to go with the flow here and kind of work with our mistake. But for you guys who are watching, just move your monkey village up a little bit more to where the radius is being affected right here. Now let's go ahead and see. Unfortunately, yep, it's not being affected. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab our boomerang monkey. We're going to call an audible right here and kind of eat our mistake here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and save up to buy turbocharged. And once we have our turbocharged, we're pretty much good to go, guys. We will be needing to activate the turbocharge on round 65, because we're going to have a reinforced, or not a reinforced ZOMG, but I think 65 is where we get our first ZOMG. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit up until the point where we come across our first ZOMG. Alright guys, and here we are on round 65. As you can see, we have our boomerang monkey upgraded to turbocharge, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating turbocharge as soon as the ZOMG gets within range of our bionic boomerang. And on top of that, we're also going to be activating Quincy's Aerostorm to finish off the balloons inside of the ZOMG. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be grabbing ourselves a monkey sub, and we're going to be upgrading this monkey sub to ballistic missile. Now this is a little bit more of a preparation stage for some of the future maps, because like I said, we're in some of the future maps we're going to be dealing with bad balloons. So in order to make sure that we're able to use this composition for all 5 of the maps, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this first, like kind of prepare ourselves to upgrade this monkey sub to first strike. So at this point, there's nothing else that we're really going to be buying, because we're not going to be able to afford first strike before round 75. So the only thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be activating our Quincy's rapid fire and turbocharge every time a ZOMG gets within range of our towers. On top of that, we're also going to be activating our Quincy's Aerostorm every time we get it off of cooldown, especially when we come across rounds like these. Let's go ahead and activate turbocharge to finish off these balloons, because they're going to be a little bit too much for our towers to deal with. So one last thing that we can do is we can go ahead and upgrade our monkey sub to airburst starts. Now you guys could go for advanced intel. It really doesn't make too big of a difference, because we're not going to be able to afford our first strike. But like I was saying, guys, this is pretty much it, and this is pretty much all you need to do for the first map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to round 75, and I'll see you guys on round 75. Alright guys, here we are on round 75, and as you guys may notice, on round 74 we had the reinforced ZOMG, and as long as you guys activated the boomerang's monkey's turbocharge, you guys should not have struggled one bit with round 75. But alright guys, this was the first map. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and right after this video I will be dropping map 2, and then I'll be dropping map 3, map 4, and then map 5. Now again guys, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if you guys like this style, because it makes sure that I show you guys like a full guide for each map, opposed to just showing you guys a bunch of like fast forward bits and all that other fun stuff. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped with the first map. But anyways guys, we're going to go ahead and call it here. Again, thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives. And I will see you guys on map 2.